All right, how did you see the game tonight?
Well, from our perspective, I think Andrew would have got a fair bit out of it. I think he mixed the teams up in the first half and then swapped some players around the second half, and I think the high possession game would have really pleased him. Some of the finishing would have pleased him, but everyone got a good solid hit out.
When you see 4,000 turn out on Tuesday night, cold night, is that positive signs for the victory and what you want to do here in Tasmania?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's actually a fantastic support from what Tasmanian people have wanted. They want it. They've come for it tonight, and the weather conditions are terrific. But to have 2,000 pre-sold tickets for the first foray for victory down here with the Tasmanian state team, I think it's been a terrific result.
Were you surprised by the turnout at all? Was it what you expected?
Oh, maybe John was because he didn't charge enough. But I think no. I think when we came down a couple of months ago and announced the partnership with the Football Federation Tasmania and the feedback from both the clubs, the constituents, the government. I think it's been a terrific reception to what the initiative the FFT have put together with the State League comp and our involvement. We're really keen about it. So I think tonight's a reflection of all of that.
Has this only strengthened the relationship between Tassie and Victory?
Oh, definitely. I think these are the nights where partnerships have really come of age, and I think tonight is a really positive stepping stone of a partnership. And I think the community have embraced it. And I think we've got government ministers here tonight, we've got opposition people here tonight. I think it's a terrific step for football in Tasmania, and we can really launch it together. We can launch it together. And I think the work that John's done and the board have done has been terrific. And this is a result of a lot of hard work over the last couple of years. Yeah.
What's your ultimate goal for the victory here in Tassie? Is it to play a certain amount of home games here in the long run, or are you happy with how it is at the moment with just the one?
Oh, I think it's a great start. I think we want to improve it. I think we'd love to play 2 A-League games down here, and one in Launceston, obviously, and one down here in Hobart. From a club perspective, it's a way that we can grow our club, grow our brand, and grow our membership, and grow our involvement, our elite pathway programs, our IP that we have with Ange and our coaching staff to help the coaching and football departments down here. So we're really committed, and tonight is nothing more than a great encouragement for us, and I hope for the football fans in Tasmania.
I know it was 4-0, but what was your take on the performance of the Tasmanian side?
Look, I think they toughed it out, and I think you're talking professionals here who have been on a very heavy training regime to really. It's a high tempo game, so I think it wasn't about the score so much, but I think the Tasmanians held on pretty well, and showed some skills. But it's a tough ask, isn't it? And you guys have played competition. You've had your finals on the weekend, so it's a tough ask to back up on Tuesday night.
The club has roughly about 12,000 members at the moment. Do you think it's going to grow after this, and you'll probably get a few people signing up from Tassie?
Well, I hope so. I think the interest. Our target in Melbourne, we've got over 13,000 at the moment. Our target will hit about 18,000. About the same as last year, we think, and I think the opportunity for Tasmanians, and we'll package up something that will allow them to come and watch the game in Launceston, to maybe coming over and watch a couple of games as part of that package in Melbourne. But at the same time, we want our members to come down and watch the games and package up some tourism programs here and bring our members down to watch the games in Launceston and come down here as well. So it's a two-way thing.
How soon could you play 2 games here in Tassie a year?
Well, it's up to the FFA, but we would love to play a couple of games here, and if it's the opportunity for other clubs who want to play some games here, then we'll be part of it.
How soon though?
Well, Ben Buckley's not the CEO anymore, so I'm going to ask David Gallop.
Where in Hobart would you like to play? Have you looked at that venue yet?
No, but look, we went out and had a look at Bellerive, and I guess Bellerive's the obvious stadium to play. It's got the capacity and so forth, so whether that's viable, it's up to the guys here.
What about the pitch here tonight and the facilities for others inside?
Well, you sold the stand out, so but I think, look, as it's been said, it's all about building facilities, it's all about upgrading. I know the AFL here have had a lot of history and a lot of support from government, and rightly so. We all understand that. But I think hopefully from tonight's involvement, that the government and Football Federation Tasmania and all of the participant stakeholders will come together to help build facilities to further, the experience and the opportunity. You've got the Asian Cup coming in here. There may well be a couple of teams who will come down here and want to have training facilities, and the opportunity on the back of that would be terrific. So I think there's a real opportunity there as well.
How pleased are you with tonight, John?
Yeah, extremely pleased. It's a tremendous night for football, not only a night but a week. Obviously there's another leg to this tour on Friday night in Launceston, and it's something we hope the football community get behind. But it started with a junior clinic for over 200 children on Sunday, into a lot of community engagement, and into a match now with over 4,000 people. We couldn't be happier.
Do you think the sport's getting more momentum at the moment, right from the Victory League and things like that, and tonight, I guess?
Yeah, certainly at the moment we have two very viable competitions in the north and south through Forestry Tasmania Premier Leagues, and the opportunity to go to the next level and introduce the next level of our sport, being a state league, is exciting for everyone, but it's exciting for our participants. Again, a lot of feedback we have is where do our talented players go, where do our players go that are beyond the Premier League, beyond state and NTC programs, and now we have the link there where we can send those players for the opportunity that they've been identified, and certainly the world's at their feet. I mean, they can go all over the world and play, and it starts through a Victory League in Tasmania. It's a great step.
We had 4,000 here tonight. How do we get 4,000 back next year, and more, and adding on top of that?
I think the night went really well. There were limited lines, and everyone seemed to have a really good time. So if we can replicate that again, and those people go and are able to tell their friends and able to come back, then we're really limited by the size of the facility. I think the opportunities are endless.
We see this move to a bigger ground.
I think there's something to like about the small ground and the atmosphere that comes from it for these type of grounds. Obviously, as we push forward in the partnership, we would certainly like something bigger, in particular for regular season A-League matches. But if we can continually work on a facility that is able to house these boutique games, then certainly it gives us a good stepping stone to build.